I'm Lily, and today I'll be talking to you about mistakes that I made when I was making my fursuit. So this is my first and only fursuit, and I made this a couple months ago, and after it was completed, I realized there was some mistakes that I had made that, and granted, this is my first fursuit, so it isn't the best, but there were some mistakes that I had made. So I'll start off with the head, which is one of the biggest ones. Number one, the eyes. I did not make like actual eyes. This is just glued over the top of the fursuit. It's lined with felt, and I used this screen material. Not sure if you can see it very well, but the holes in it are really big, so you can still kind of see your face through it. And the eyes are just made out of paper with tape over them, so they don't get damaged, and they're glued on. What I would change about this, I would get a smaller, like, kind of mesh material to put in there and paint over it. So with acrylic paint, and use foam or plastic for the eyes. And for the nose, was not sculpted with foam. This is just felt folded up. And if you look from the side, there's like an indentation. Like you can fit your finger there. And fur. What I do not like about the fur is I did not get like a really good quality fursuit fur. I got craft fur from Joann's, which is still really good if you're like making fursuits and you're just starting out. But fur, I did not make, and this is like all my fault, I did not make patterns exactly, so right here in the eyes you can kind of see there's gaps where you don't have fur, and that like really annoys me, especially like on the inside right here and around here is really annoying. And also a gap here. The neck with the fur for that, I did not make any specific patterns. I just cut it out so it's kind of like just floppy, doesn't have any structure to it. And there is a gap right here because I didn't sew it, and I really should have sewed the fur. And I just hot glued it on, but I can't really do anything about that now. And there, on the sides, there's obvious seams right here that you can see. And on the back, like I didn't blend the fur very good to blend in with the ears. And the ears, because I don't like about the ears. This whole entire ear is just one big piece of fur that I folded around it and glued on. It's not separate pieces, so it lays down really weird at the top and won't go completely flat. And it has gaps where I put felt. And I really shouldn't have put felt because felt can get like kind of messed up, especially with hot glue. And I should have just gotten a shorter fur for that. And the ears bend a little too much. But that is... Oh, also, for the fursuit head, I did the eyebrows separately, which I don't like, because you can see a seam, but it does lay down nicely, so that's good. And the fur, you can't really shave it to make it shorter, because it's not the best quality fur. Also, I did not put certain directions for the fur. Do not do this if you're making a fursuit. By the way, this piece of hair is attached separately with a safety pin. But if you are making a fursuit head, do not do this. I just laid all the fur going down. Every piece of fur. It's all going down. This one's kind of slanted, but you know, every piece of fur is going down. Do not do this. You need cheeks to go to the side, some fur to go up, some fur to go down. It needs to, like, I guess kind of contour to the shape of your fursuit head. On mine, all the fur is laying down, so it looks very, very flat, which I do not like. I have nothing about the paws because I bought these paws separately, which, you know, they're from a Halloween store, but they're okay. But I do have some other paws that I'm working on that I probably will never finish. These are just gloves with fingers on them. And what I don't like about these, I cannot get them on. I measure my fingers so much. I cannot get these on very well. But they do. What I really like about these, they move very well. But I should have done something different with them. I don't know what I should have done. Maybe make the fingers a bit bigger. But onto the tail. By the way, if the fur on this looks weird, it's because I just put some spray on it to get it freshened up. The tail didn't measure it very good. So, if you look closely, right here is really messed up. And here is where it got messed up too. And on the bottom of the tail is a bunch of different pieces, so it doesn't lay flat because of all the hot glue. Because I didn't stitch it, and I really should have stitched the fur together, but I didn't have a sewing machine. But it looks like really bad right here. And again, I didn't really have the fur going any direction. I just traced the tail shape, so it looks kind of weird because all the stripes are going like that when some of the stripes should be going like that. Some should be like going up. Very soft fur though. I love the fur. I just wish it was like thicker. This fur is pretty thin, if you can see. If it was thicker fur, I'd be able to shave it easier without worrying about messing up too much. But yeah, that is ways that I messed up making my fursuit, but I really like it. I think it turned out pretty good, especially for like my first fursuit that I've ever made. But yeah, those are some things that I don't like about it. Now some things that I do like about it is the tail. It's smaller because it's a Star is part wolf, part deer, and I don't have her antlers attached yet because they need to be made. What I did like that I made about the tail is I can attach a belt to it. I put these things on it. It lays flat against your back, so because of this. So it lays flat, which is pretty nice, so you don't have to worry about it like moving a lot when you walk. Again, about the paws, you can move your hands very well in them. These paws that I bought, you cannot move your hands hardly. Like, you can't pick up anything. Then for the head, overall, you can see super well the eyes. It gets pretty hot because, well, it's a fursuit, but I think it turned out pretty good. Even though the fur is kind of choppy. You can talk in it. It has, I like this because you can drink a water bottle through it. It has a pretty large opening for the mouth. I just kind of wish I would have not had this completely solid right here. I wish I would have added maybe even a longer muzzle for adding teeth or whatever, but I think it turned out pretty good. The jaw is not like a moving jaw, but it moves a little bit. And the base, when I didn't have it furred, was amazing. It was a great base, even for like my first thing ever. It wasn't obviously a professional base or whatever, but it looked pretty good, but I think this turned out pretty okay. Well, also the back is really flat if you're not wearing it because it has a really big hole in the back because I made the base too small for my head. That's another thing, but yeah, that is my first fursuit that I've ever made. I will be making another one with, I'll be sewing the fur, better quality fur and everything, but I will be making another one around Christmas time or whenever I get more money because I'm doing Instagram, follow me, wolfgear_creations. I'm doing badge commissions, and these are like the sizes. You can pause this to read it. I'm not sure if the lighting's the best, but I have it posted, should have it posted on my Instagram, and I will put my Instagram in the description. So yeah, that is my fursuit and stuff, and I hope you like it. Bye!